Welcome to my second entry in this little saga of PowerPoint presentations. The book we're going to be reviewing today is called Logic: A Complete Introduction, written by Dr. Siu Fan Lee. Let's get on with it. Introduction. Logic is a book that teaches the many different forms of logic. As the title suggests, this book introduces three basic logical systems: categorical logic, propositional logic, and predicate logic. It presents the reader with a plethora of different tests and exercises to assist you in remembering all that you learn. What is logic? Logic is a study of reasoning. Logic investigates the level of correctness in the reasoning found in arguments. What is an argument? An argument is a group of statements of which one, the conclusion, is claimed to follow from the others, the premises. Premises and conclusions. In the first few chapters of the book, Dr. Siu Fan begins with the fairly basic rules of logic, starting with premises and conclusions. Dr. Siu Fan Lee explains how premises are statements in an argument that provide reason or support for the conclusion. These can be valid or invalid premises. Language. Language is essential to any argument, considering an argument consists of words strung together to form statements. Chapter 2 focuses on how you use words. More specifically, it focuses on meaning. Fallacies. Dr. Siu Fan Lee states that fallacies are discussed by both philosophers and logicians to highlight common pitfalls in our reasoning. Chapter 3 discusses some informal fallacies as well as the formal part of the book, in order to foster a heightened sense of critical thinking. Arguments are not just about being valid or invalid. Sometimes problems arise before we even need to examine their abstract forms. Categorical logic and proposition logic. Now, you guys have no idea how long it took me to write out this entire thing, but it took me a while. Main points of categorical logic. There are four types of categorical propositions: A, E, I, and O. A Venn diagram lays out all possibilities of how things are. Be familiar with the Venn diagrams of each proposition type. Understand the notations: shade, tick, question mark, small letters, and which area stands for what property of things. Know how to use Venn diagram to test validity of categorical syllogism. Identify the conclusion and the premises. Translate each sentence into standard categorical propositions. Now, a base summary of Dr. Lee's analysis of proposition logic is that it is a logic about truth-functional connections between atomic proposition. It takes the atomic propositions as the basic unit, but does not analyze its internal logical structure. 5 common truth-functional connectives. Negation is a function which always gives opposite truth values. Conjunction is a function that is true only when both conjuncts are true. Disjunction is a function that is false only when both disjuncts are false. Material implication is a function that is false only when the antecedent is true and the consequent is false. Material equivalence is a function such that both sides always have the same truth value. And finally, predicate logic. Dr. Lee states that the main point about predicate logic is that it creates fine structures within a proposition using function and object. It liberates the use of objects from concrete particulars already endowed with properties to indefinite variables. Predicate logic handles all inferences handled by categorical logic. We locate some general patterns to translate categorical propositions into quantified propositions. I'm done. Bye.